What is going on, everybody? It is Paul. Hope you guys are all well. We got an unboxing and setup video of a custom made acrylic lid for the 60-gallon tank. This is going to be an awesome one. Just wanted to throw a quick thank you to Topless for sponsoring the video. All right, let's go ahead and pop this thing out of here. We got the lid, how it was packaged, and also this custom cup that you'll see that they did for me to be able to have an auto feeder, as we all want our product shipped all nice and safe from any damage. All right, getting our first look at this. This is gonna be the left side. Comes with, you can get either black mesh or you can get the clear, and it's gonna be up to you to choose. This is a custom section that I had built, like I mentioned, specifically to have this go in here. Let's go ahead and just take a look. Everything is looking spick and span. That's awesome. And then this is the other half of the lid that goes onto the right side of the tank. These are made out of acrylic, and you can have these custom made however you want. And what we got here on this side, this is a feed door that you just remove and put food inside. I had them put some notch outs here for any kind of cords that I might need to come out through the side. That is that one, which is just kind of more the plain side. Then on this one, same thing, we got this feed door. We got this section, which is, again, this is custom for my Eheim feeder, and you could absolutely order it that way. And then I had them make this notch to be able to have my 3D printed mounts for my Trident lines. They'll be able to go here and not create any issues. And then another thing for a cord. Eheim feeder is going to be like this, spinning and pouring the food down into there. So what happens is this cup is going to go and sit in place like this in the tank, and then the food will drop in there, and I'll be able to, use my auto feeder. If for some reason, let's say I pull that offline for a little bit of time, they did make this little door that you put right in place here. So if for any reason you stop using it because you were waiting on a replacement, or you just needed to remove it for a while, you can still put this in place, a little tiny door, so that you don't got no fish jumping through. Here's a nice look at them. Super clean, super shiny. That is obviously how acrylic is when you first start off. Let's get it on the tank. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the auto feeder, and then I don't need this any longer. Obviously now I don't need these little tabs. These are what came with the tank for the original lid. All right, so we got this side. Let's go ahead and see how it's gonna fit. Let's see here. So that fits there like that. And this slides into the corner like this. Here's the next one. So let's go ahead and set that down there and there. Don't have anything here as of yet, but I had that installed in case. I will probably have to adjust the light, because when I go and I take this off, I feel like obviously there is more light. So I'll have to just adjust the par on here as I go. And as you can see, everything is fitting as it should. We got wiggle room both ways, so it's not gonna fall in, and it seats just how it should. The doors, one door there, one door there. Now this piece is for the auto feeder, so that's gonna go there. If I'm not using the auto feeder, this guy will go right there. Get the auto feeder lined back up. Next, what I got to do is get this set into place the little feed cup. So what we gotta do now is just slide the feeding head off, put that into place, get the cups to line up and drop. That goes back on. All right, let's go ahead and take a closer look. As you can see, the way that this sits is it's measured to be able to fit and have this lip, so we're not gonna fall. Got the feed door right here, got another one here, and then here's the section for the auto feeder, which is really what I wanted because I really love the auto feeder. You can see how much it sticks down. I might change it a little bit so it's not as far in the water personally, because you are going to get some shading. You can see that I will be moving the temp sensor in a bit. Got some things to clean up. I have been dealing with dinos and it's slowly recovering, so it's not as clean as I would like, but as you can see, it fits perfectly. The one thing you're gonna definitely learn, which I learned today putting this on, is that you are going to lose par. Even though it is acrylic and it's see-through like this, it is gonna cause some par loss and possible shading, as you can see there, depending on how you have your setup. So what I might do is up my par. So let's just take a look here. Focus on this hammer and let's see. This is with the lid on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull the lid away. Does it seem like it's got more par? I definitely feel like obviously it does, because yes, there is no restriction, but now that it is on, you are going to have to expect some shading. So just up your par. All you gotta do is up your par and you're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the auto feeder a spin and see how it does. There it is, right inside there. And let's see if we got any food falling out of it. Yes, we do. That's exactly what I wanted. Time to get a top-down shot for everybody. So here is the top-down. Obviously, feed door 1, feed door 2, auto feeder section. Let's take a look at some of the notch outs. So this right here, actually let me zoom in. This is for my Trident. It's a 3D printed holder that holds my sample line right there. Had to make that cutout so it'll fit in there and no fish could get through. And I should have enough room to put another one here if I end up doing the Trident NP. Then we got section there for cord. Here is a good top-down view shot of the auto feeder. A little bit of food does get on top, so I think what I need to do is adjust this to scoot this way a little bit. That should do that. And let's see, this side, again, the cutouts, not using those, but it's really nice. Again, don't forget to adjust your par. That is definitely something you will need to do because this does block some of that par. Looks good. So with the measuring, I want to go over this again if I haven't. If you're doing an all-in-one tank like me and you look, my back panel has a slight bow to it. So when you get those measurements, you're going to want to get the measurements here, in the middle, and on the other side. So when you tell them, here's the measurements, they'll make it a little bit bigger and the notch down here a little different so that it'll accommodate for the bow.
You can see that the center is about 18 9/16 and the edge is 18 1/2.
That's a really important thing. Make sure that you do that if you have a bow on your system. But it looks fantastic, looks great. Really happy with it and looking forward to adjusting the par and getting these corals to cook. See, make video. Reminds me, my little reminders. As you can see, looks awesome. I want to thank Top Lids for sponsoring the video and sending this lid out to try. I'm really excited because now I'm going to be able to get more fish for the tank. I want to get some wrasses and things like that, but they jump. And because I didn't have a good lid, I was afraid that I'd lose fish. So now that I got this lid, it's going to allow me to get some fish. So stay tuned for some possible videos on unboxing some fish and seeing what we're going to add to the tank. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out all my other videos. Appreciate it, and stay tanked.